All right, welcome to the second video for lesson 2.4. We are solving equations on both sides. In video 1, we went through our rules. We solved example 1a. We did distributive property, and we same side simplified for example 1b, and now we are currently here. If you did not watch that first video, please go watch that now so you know what is going on. Okay, but after we same side simplify, after we combine like terms on the same side of the equal sign, that is rule number 2. We need to move to rule number 3, which is collect variables on one side of the equals sign. As you can see, we have 3x over here and 2x over here. They're on opposite sides of the equal sign, so we need to collect them on one side. Since this 2 is smaller, I'm going to move whatever the smaller number is attached to my variable. This is a positive 2. In order to move a positive 2 across the equal sign, I need to do the opposite of that, which would be a negative 2. So I'm going to subtract 2x on both sides of the equal sign. Okay, 3x minus 2x would give me 1x or x. Then I have plus 6 equals 4. Okay, 2x minus 2x is 0. I brought down this 4. Now I need to figure out how do I get this positive 6, this plus 6 to the other side of the equal sign. I need to do the opposite, which would be a minus 6. Okay, so those cancel out. I'm going to write the answer over here. Okay, so I'm left with x equals, and 4 minus 6 would be negative 2. Okay, so we started with this big old long problem here and got all the way down to x equals negative 2. Okay, all right, let's take a look at C. Okay, our first rule is to remove distributive property. So do we have any distributive property? We do not. Our next rule would be to combine like terms on the same side of the equal sign. We do not have any like terms on the same side of the equal sign currently. So we can move on to rule number 3, which is collect variables on one side of the equal sign. As you can see right now, we have negative 9y over here and a positive 6y over here. We need to get those on the same side of the equal sign. Since this is already by itself over here, I'm just going to move this negative 9y over. And the way I'm going to do that is by doing the opposite operation. The opposite of a negative 9y would be a plus 9y. So I'm going to add 9y to both sides of my equation. Okay, so negative 9y plus 9y is 0. That cancels out. So I'm left with 80 equals, and 6y plus 9y would be 15y. Okay, so after I've collected all my variables on one side of the equal sign, I need to remove addition and subtraction. We do not have any addition and subtraction. So I know that this 15 is multiplying my y because it's attached to it. So in order to get my y by itself, I need to do the opposite operation, which would be division. So I'm going to divide both sides of the equation by the number that's multiplying my variable, which in this case is this 15. Okay, so I'm going to divide both sides of the equation by 15. Okay, if I did 80 divided by 15 on my calculator, let's see what I get here. It would be 5.33 repeating. So we get y equals 5.33 repeating. Okay. All right, so that is the correct answer for that problem. Let's go ahead and move on to problem 1D. Okay, so we're going to move on to example 1D. The first thing I think of when I see this problem is, wow, I have a lot of distributive property, right? I have distributive property here and here. So the first thing that I need to do according to my rules is remove that distributive property. So first I'm going to distribute this 4 into the 1 minus x, and then this negative 2 into the x plus 1. Okay, I drew my arrows to show that that's how many multiplication problems I will be doing. So I'll be doing 4 multiplication problems for this one problem first. Okay, so first I have 4 times 1, that is 4. Then I have 4 times negative 1x, which would give me negative 4x. So I have 4 minus 4x. I'm going to bring down my plus 3x, my equal sign. Then I have negative 2 times x, which would give me negative 2x. And then I have negative 2 times a positive 1. A negative times a positive would give me a negative. So I have negative 2x minus 2. Okay, so after I did all my distributive property, I have 4 minus 4x plus 3x equals negative 2x minus 2. Now I want to same side simplify. And as you can see, I have a negative 4x and a 3x on the same side. And since those both have x's, I can combine them right now because they're on the same side of the equal sign. So all I do is negative 4x plus 3x. Negative 4 plus 3 would give me negative 1. So I have 4 minus 1x, right? Negative 4 plus 3x got me minus 1x equals negative 2x minus 2. And I will solve the rest of this problem during the next video. Thank you guys for tuning in.